change had much to say. But man, I still think them cats are crazy. They were asking if you were around, how you was, where you could be found. Told them you were living downtown, driving all the old men crazy. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. I said, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this year's qualifier stream, result stream. My name is My Angel Amogus, formerly known as Pixliga2, Micropose, and Microquid, and I'm happy to be here today, joined by my friend, My Angel Amogus, also known as Pixliga2, or no, Pixliga1. And for the OGs, he's known as IEDAS47. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here too. We're back. It's time for RDOC. It's time for RDOC again.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
Same. So am I. Being absent last year was really sad, but this year we're here and we're gonna be commentating. We're gonna be having a great time. But yeah, I guess we should just get into it.
Yeah.
So there's been some technical issues or graphics design, or I think we just got cooked by laser, so the results is gonna be a bit scuffed, but we'll make it work for sure.
Yeah. So we'll be going through the results in in Google Docs or Google Sheets. I don't know if we can get the sheets.
Maybe, or maybe actually,
Up
do you
on
have
screen?
any? Do you like what is? Oh my. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the stream.
Okay. I see now. Okay.
So,
Okay, alright.
what you're seeing is the first number is their seeding, or when they got ranked in seeding, then their name of course, and then the second number is their number 1 seeding or placement, I think, and then number 2, number 3, number 4, hidden 1, hidden 2, and so on.
Yeah.
It's very scuffed.
Yeah, but before we get into it, I'm just gonna give you some stats on this year's RDOC Micropose. So,
All right, let me hear it.
Yeah. So last year, of course, we had Pablo taking the win over Tixi, with Will coming in third. But there's been some changes this year, some players not returning, and some new players either playing their first RDOC or returning for RDOC again. I already see some of them here in chat. This year, the third, fourth, and fifth seed, Tixi, Maizuru, and Toilet Player will not be playing this year. So there's a huge, gap at the top that's going to be filled by other players coming in this year. Who you're going to think is going to fill these third, fourth, and fifth seed?
Well, we are seeing the return of Lovejohn, really, really good tournament player, really consistently, really good on a lot of different skill sets. He did not play last year, and I do believe with this year's qualifier, he's going to come in looking really good. Is he going to take one of the top 5 spots? I don't think so. One of those players is definitely going to be Polle, who absolutely threw his last qualifier. But he's definitely going to be in the top 5 for sure. We're also seeing the return of Malik, a really, really strong Danish also tourney player as well, who I do believe might have a chance depending on his performance. Because we don't know. We have not seen any of the results, right? So we're making just as much guessing as the rest of you guys are. But I do believe he will come in really strong.
Yeah.
Anyone on your mind?
Well, I've got, of course, also Malik returning for this year is huge. Lovejohn returning as well, but he haven't been that much. Active lately.
I think
I'm more
he's one of those.
I'm more
you probably
looking
call,
to
offline player.
I'm more looking to the rank 2 player in Denmark. So with the one who I believe have been improving a lot lately, and then there's always people like Mendes, Wristman, formerly known as Spaceman, and also Red Sea coming in this year. for the first time as well.
Oh yeah, true. Red Sea is joining for the first time as well. A really more known 4-digit tourney player in the Danish scene. He often plays with the like of Tixi, Catburger, I mean, Polle, and so forth. So for sure he got something to prove himself, joining for the first time ever, I believe.
Yeah, but let's get into the qualifiers. And with the 42nd seed here, Winter 1323, sadly will not be making it in and will be rounding out the qualifiers with the bottom seed.
But
I believe he's
playing.
Yeah, thank you for playing. I believe he's ranked 400 DK. So
this man endured some CBT.
Yeah,
you know
he's
what?
never
We
played
appreciate you
RDOC.
for doing so.
Yeah,
07.
Good effort. Never played before, but a good up-and-coming DT and Nomad player. We're looking forward to seeing you next year. And for the 41st seed, we had Sammy Pack. Sammy also played last year, I believe, where he got...
he actually got qualified last year as seed number 32.
Yeah, he just got in last year, but this year, either the pool have been too hard or there's been too many good sign-ups. So Sammy Pack will not be making it in this year. Thank you for playing though, Sammy.
Thank you for playing.
I'm sure you'll return and qualify another year.
Yes. Can we get the next one, Polle?
Yes. All right.
Yes. So here we have user. Very impressive scores. He's just number seed.
I can tell you so much that these it's these.
There he is. Let's go.
There we go.
What an entrance.
These and well, seed 40, so he won't be making it in either. Of course, they'll be making 32 players will be qualifying.
I do want to mention though, he had a notable performance on the Hidden 2, which actually is within the seeding.
So
number 23, but unfortunately on all the other skill sets, just didn't quite do it.
Yeah, and I'm actually not surprised by that Hidden 2 performance. Looking at his profile, he actually has quite a few great easy scores, which is not something you see from a lot of Danish players, but actually a prolific easy player. So
always good to see some gimmick players.
Yeah, of course he would perform well on the low AR. So maybe we'll see him, bring up the rest of his scores for the next year and really tear it up on the lower HR.
Sure.
In upcoming years. So
we'll hope to see you next
year. Good effort
to
these.
07.
So
and
the seed of
39 we have Gen 4. Unfortunately, also not making it. He was playing last year as well, I do believe, right?
Yeah, but this really breaks my heart because last year Yanfu seeded 33rd, so 1 seed off qualifying last year, and this year 7 seed off qualifying. So a returning veteran, Yanfu, but won't be qualifying this year again. So heartbreak for Yanfu once again.
It gotta be said though, this year's qualifier was a lot harder than last year's.
Yeah, so these lower ranked players
has definitely been struggling.
Yeah, but Yanfu also getting his best performance in Nomad 2, notably. So maybe a player upcoming. And
on seed 38, we have our first Faroe Island player, unfortunately not making it in as well, Snillapilla. Performing decently on the Nomad 2 and DT 2 or Nomad 2. Unfortunately, all the other skill, especially the hidden skill sets, just doesn't make it.
This is heartbreak seeing one of our Faroe Island players not qualifying. Of course, we have always our returning Mkus and Susei, which we'll be expecting to see later. But this year we also had Snillapilla, who is ranked 4 on the Faroe Islands, trying to qualify, but sadly not making it in. So, a maximum of 2 players outside of Denmark can now make it into the brackets.
Yeah, we really enjoy seeing these people outside of Denmark, a part of the Danish kingdom, joining in on the tournament. Is there anyone from Greenland this time around?
No,
Do you know?
sadly not. So no Greenland players.
No Igloo Kim.
No Igloo Kim this year.
No.
But 3 Faroe Island players. But Snillapilla will sadly be going home now already.
All right, and then we have. Well, you want to go ahead?
At the 37th seed, we have HYWI, and I've seen him in chat also giving some salutes to all the players.
Now he give himself a salute.
Yeah, he will sadly not make it in this year. Last year he seeded 36th, and this year he'll be seeding 37th. So about the same performance as last year, and sadly not making it in this year as well. But we love to see these players who come back every year trying to qualify. We've seen, HY, WI, and Janfrau and Samipak and these players playing many years in a row now, I feel like. So it's great to see them improving each year. And HYWI coming in with a great Nomad 2 performance here at 27.
Also what he performed really well at last year.
Yeah.
So definitely a decent stream player. Might just have to improve on some of the other skill sets. Hidden looks a bit struggling. The Nomad 3, which I believe is alternating, needs to get that in there too. But otherwise, some of the other skill sets looks promising.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck next year. And on seed number 36, we have the Crescendo. Also, sorry if I don't pronounce your name correctly. It is what it is. Unfortunately, also not making it in at 36. Also played last year, I believe.
Yeah, also a returning player making it in last year on the 31st seed. So sadly, he will not be playing this year. But also a player we've been seeing multiple years now. So a great showing from them, but sadly not making it through this year.
Also a guy who really performs well is on the Hidden too.
Yeah, we've got a lot of these low AR players in the lower ranks.
But thank you for playing, and good luck next year.
And for the 35th seed, Taoshi. Actually a player I've been looking forward to seeing and hoping he would qualify. He didn't play last year, and it's his first RDOC to my knowledge. He's ranked 343 in Denmark, but a great flashlight and spin player. So we don't see those a lot in Denmark, and that's of course something I appreciate.
I bet you do. Well, do you really? Because I believe he is taking your #1 country score.
He is, so I don't appreciate that. But I love to see, Danish players at the rank 1 global spot on leaderboards. And Taoshi is one of the few Danish players with a #1 global score. So it's sad to see him not making it in. Especially if we could see some flashlight on the free mods. But he will be going home now. Of course, also performing well on the Hidden 2 with his low AR hidden reading from those lower star map.
I would absolutely love to watch someone play flashlight on a free mod, for sure.
Yeah.
But not today, not this year, unfortunately. Taoshi, you gotta keep the grind on, maybe play some harder maps, and you'll be able to qualify next year. Also, a really well performance on the Hidden 2, of course. Unfortunately for these lower ranked players, always performing on the Hidden 2.
Yeah.
Dash? Dash?
Dash.
I don't know what kind of curse word that guy's been writing, but seating on number 34, we have Dash. Unfortunately, not making it in either, just 2 seats away. Notably, some good performance on the DT maps. On the DT1, a high AR player for sure. Also got that tapping with the seed number 22 on Nomad too. But unfortunately, not a great performer on the hidden 2, as we've seen the other players.
No, sadly not.
Definitely pulling him down on the as well as the Nomad 3.
Yeah, more of a mechanical player for sure, and also his first RDOC. And looking at his profile, he's also mainly at other time a hard rock player, which also shows here. But great mechanics, and I'm sure we'll be seeing more of him in coming years.
For sure, and thank you for playing. And now to the very unfortunate guy who is 1 seed away from qualifying. Let's see, it's Vitalia, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah, Vitalia, I'm not sure, did he play last year as well? He's an older Danish player. I believe he's been playing quite a few of RDOCs in the past.
Yeah, but this is a massive, like upset. Like for those who don't know, Vitalia is ranked 41st in Denmark, and a great double time aim player. So getting this seeding, and especially like sub 40s in some of the double times is unheard of. Clearly something has went wrong for him in qualifiers, for him not qualifying.
It seems like he just went all in on the hidden practice, because his hidden seeding's been looking really well with number 14 on hidden 1. Really notable.
Yeah,
and 20 on hidden 2, but everything else just seems to have kept him down, for sure.
Yeah, but a massive upset, for sure. The biggest upset we've seen up until now. The players who's been eliminated or not qualifying have all been low rank players, but Vitalia, a top 50 player, not making it into RDOC.
True, but I do also believe he's not been that active the past months at least, maybe even years.
Yeah,
but thank you for playing this year, and if you decide to join next year as well, good luck. And now, to the people who's actually been qualified into RDOC. This is gonna be exciting. Yep. Let's go! At seed 32, we have a Faroe Island player, Susei.
Yeah. And returning player Susei, who's played RDOC multiple times before and seeded 30 last year. So also just making it in by an inch last year, and this year he gets the 32nd seed. So congratulations to him.
Point out that performance on Double Time 1.
Yeah, what is going on? 6th highest overall of every single player.
That guy just performed the hell out of that map. Definitely helping him to become seed 32.
Yeah.
What a performance.
Actually, I'm not that surprised, because he has been grinding lately and really been gaining ranks. And he's set multiple 400 PP plays on very hard mechanical picks, and so I'm not surprised to see him really showing up on a mechanical double time pick like this.
So if you meet this guy, whoever becomes seeds number 1, maybe don't pick DT1 against this dude if you want to sweep.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe we'll Susei for rank 1 Faroe Islands.
Yeah.
And for the 31st seed, another veteran returning, Draco. He got the 26th seed last year, so a bit of lower ranking this year. Best map last year was HD1, which he also performed well on this year, but more notably that Nomad 3, seeding 13th highest.
I've been practicing that alternating. My God.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I really like to see him still qualifying. He was a player back in the days when I started playing the RDOC tournament that I would be seating very close to, and I do believe I played him once or twice actually in RDOC. So happy to see him here again, still participating, still trying to compete for for qualifying.
Yeah, and looking at his profile, he haven't been that active in the past few months, but he's been grinding a bit this month again. So maybe de-rusting for the annual RDOC. I
D-Rust
believe he
art.
is one of the players who's played most RDOCs.
Yep. But yeah, congratulations for qualifying. And if our streamer would stop trolling, we have on seed 30 we have Delhi, an insanely good double time player of what I remember, struggling quite a bit on some of the other maps. As you can see, you'll often see him on really hard double time maps with high AR, with quick tabbing. Not so much on the nomads, not so much on the hidden. As you can see, especially on nomad 4, he got seed 40 or ranked placement 40. But definitely a player to be scared on the double time, on the more maybe speed, if that comes into the pool at one point. You definitely want to watch out for this guy.
Yeah, for sure. He seeded 23rd last year, so a bit lower seed this year, but for sure a hidden double time player. But who also showed good form at Hard Rock last year, actually, which he does this year as well. So a great mechanical player. So good luck to Tone going forward.
And at number 29, we have Haikuna, my brother in Christ. Participating again this year. Last year he decided just to be staff, but I'm very happy to see him joining again and qualifying. What is there to say about Haikuna?
Well, he's Denmark's #1 hidden hard rock enjoyer. I don't think there's any other player who's plays hidden
This,
hard rock on basically every single map in the game, like Haikuna. Everything from old 2008, 2007 maps, up on until like long marathon maps, hidden hard rock. He can play everything. Basically, just keep him in hidden hard rock, and you'll be good. But put him on hidden 2, and he gets
you're gonna see a man drown.
25th.
Yeah, yeah, great to see him here. As you said, amazing on the hidden hard rock. Anything between, I would say, 160 BPM to like 180, this guy will be balling. Anything above that, yeah, he's gonna crumple.
Yeah, and Aikuna is one of those, like classic veteran players who've played so many RDOCs and staffed so many RDOCs. Has a lot of rank 1s in Denmark.
Really good consistency player as well, I should say.
Yeah, and can play, like old maps like it's nothing as long as he gets to put on hard rock. but yeah, I think he'll have a great time when the free mods are introduced and the round of 32 map pool.
Absolutely. The dude definitely has some maps to pick between. But yeah, congratulations, Haikuna. Great to see you here again.
Oh, yeah.
Well. Who do we have here? See?
Well,
I'll let you take over.
Yes, on seed 28, the goat My Angel Amugus, and it is My Angel Amugus Micropose. Well, him performing.
I actually have some inside information about My Angel Amugus. It has been said that he was forced to play a qualifier by Polle, so he was not warm. He had not played, but Polle just dragged him into a lobby without his consent, and I believe this is the result from that.
Yeah, #1 excuse player.
But yeah, what an absolute beast. Do you know anything about this guy? Is there anything you should be worried about when playing him?
I think like My Angel Amugus is one of those players who's like a jack of all trades. He can play nomad, he can play hard rock, hidden, double time. But as you see, on the double time 2, when the BPM gets really high, he can struggle, especially when he's cold or he's shaking or his mental game is off. Which it has been known to be.
Yes, the earthquakes. All right. let's continue. Congratulations to me. And on number 27, we have Cortez, my favorite Danish or mapper. Absolutely a legend.
Yeah, a legend and a good friend of ours who really showed up on Hard Rock 1 and Nomad 1. So a bit of aim this time around. Struggling a bit on the faster picks like Nomad 2 and Double Time 2, and the DT picks in general.
But really performing well on the Nomad 1, which is a bit more of a consistency-based map, showing a lot of promise, which is also a bit higher BPM. I do remember a lot of triples and a bit of tapping.
Yeah, he didn't play last year, and he haven't been that active almost all year, but he has been de-rusting lately, so it'll be great to see if he can find his old form during the tournament.
Absolutely. Great to see him back here. Good luck to you.
And for the 26th seed, we have a Basic. I do believe another newer player that I don't know that much about.
I do not know too much about him either, but
he's ranked
is,
he's ranked 83rd in Denmark. Quite a newer player, only really playing actively over these, like past 1.5 years.
That's absolutely amazing, because I do believe that is something we need here in Denmark. Some newer, active players really try and play these kind of tournaments, as it is something we as a country really lack. So absolutely great to see. And looking at his placements, pretty solid on the Nomads, placing almost equally on all of them except for Nomad 3. Also got that hidden 2 skill sets, can read the lower ARs with hidden, and absolutely treasure of a skill to have when you play some of the better players, which he's gonna probably end up doing.
Yeah, great performance overall. And looking at his profile, he's really mechanically strong, playing a lot of aim, and stream and flow aim, mostly Nomad. And with high accuracy, so a really strong mechanical player who looks to have no real weaknesses. Scoring his lowest on Hard Rock, but clearly I feel like he could perform on Hard Rock on a easier round of 32 pool.
And playing him on the small circles.
So
yeah,
looking forward to
congratulations.
see him play.
And on C25, we have Shiro, an absolutely menace at playing hidden. I don't think I see her playing anything else but hidden whenever she plays. But even saying that, like just looking at some of her Nomad scores, Nomad 1 and Nomad 2, doing really well. So perhaps you shouldn't be, or perhaps switching a bit from the hidden, or just having a good no hidden day, I should say, for her. And as well, of course, performing extremely well on the hidden maps. Really struggling when it gets to the higher ARs without hidden, looking at the Hard Rock scores and the double times. Really pulling her down, but my god, the hidden and the Nomad 2, really pulling her through.
Yeah, and Shiro last year's seed 15, so quite a bit lower this year, but she haven't really been active at all this year. Once again, one of the players who we've seen in multiple iterations of RDOC now, always a mainstay in these qualifiers. And we know Shiro will always bring the pain on anything hidden related or stream related for that matter. She seeded 3rd and 7th on the 2 hidden maps last year, for the record. So a hidden player who can play with the best of the best in Denmark on a hidden pool. So for sure she'll bring home some points there against anybody in the brackets.
Absolutely, congratulations. Oh, and on C24 we have Chukas. I do believe I was watching or read some guy on the Discord saying he would boycott if he didn't qualify, but here he is. No boycotting needed, boys.
No boycotting needed.
No
We made
boycotting
it.
needed. He made it. He made it. Put down the
Um,
torches. Put down the forks. He's here.
yeah, yeah. T-Juke is also a returning player from last year, getting seed 28th last year, performing very well on the Hidden 2 as well. Also, I feel like this is one of the first players we've seen who actually perform well on double time too. So probably one of the first, players with some actual speed. Which also goes to show, Jukas can play, a lot of double time picks, high BPM, but also great on anything mechanical. It seems like. Also a returning player and a mainstay in a lot of RDOCs now. I feel like so great to see him back this year.
Absolutely. Congratulations. And on C23 we have Moiku. Bro, I can't even. How do you pronounce that? I give up.
Moku?
Moku? Not entirely sure who this player is of my own knowledge.
Yeah, didn't play last year. They are ranked 117 in Denmark, and one of the token speed players, old school speed players who used to have 482 PP on Hidemari double time with B rank
Oh Lord!
before the whole accuracy rebalance. So
What a time! What a time
yeah,
to play!
yeah. So a really a force to be reckoned with when it comes to speed, and also we see them performing very well on double time. Getting 19th, 20, 15 on every single double time pick, but struggling a bit on hidden hard rock. But really, a great mechanical player who's also playing his or hers first RDOC, I believe.
Oh really?
So,
Amazing!
Yeah.
Love to see them.
Yeah, so great performance by them, and I'm really looking forward to see what they can bring, to double time speed coming up.
Yeah. And on seed number 22, we have Rise of Kingdom. A player I've seen a couple of times. I do know he is an absolutely menace on the speed. Um,
also getting, rank 16 on DT2, rank 14 on DT3.
Definitely a lot of different skill sets.
Yeah, so I do really believe that this is a player who can be punching above his weight. So do not underestimate this player based on his rank. Really a guy to watch out for.
Yeah, and congratulations, Chris. Chris. And if the streamer would, thank you. Yep, come on, follow. Stop rolling. Oh, and then see number 19, we have Tuatuk. Also, returning player, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, returning player from last year. Last year he got seed 13th, so a bit lower seeding this year. But I don't think you should be fooled by that, because he's really been cooking lately, and recently went from rank 24,000 global to rank 9,000 global in just 2 weeks. So he basically cut his rank, in half in 14 days. So an insanely, up and coming player who did perform very well last year as well. Last year he got 4th overall on the double time 1 pick in seeding. So this year, of course, he's coming in a bit lower, but double time again being his very strong suit. It seems like with all of them being
also
16
the
or
alternating
lower.
on the Nomad 3. Last year he got seed 7 on the Nomad 3. And also almost keeping it up this year as number 12. Definitely one of his better performances. So definitely a player to be watching out for.
Yeah, and very much a player to
Especially
look out
also
for in the ranking as well.
As we're getting to these seedings, like these players we're seeing now are going to be playing each other, which is definitely going to be some interesting matches to be watching out for.
Yeah.
Streamer, please.
And at 18th, we got Stealth. Also a player I've very much been looking forward to seeing this tournament, and very much been looking forward to seeing what he can do on a more tournament-oriented pool. A new player in RDOC, didn't play last year, but have shown himself to be able to play a variety of skill sets. Also farming a lot of rank 1 placements in DK, which
we've
we know
noticed.
some of.
We're watching.
Yeah, and of course, this shows itself on his hidden 2 performance here, getting the second highest placement of every single player in the entire qualifiers.
I am not surprised.
Completely insane. But yeah, if you've been following this guy's scores, lately, you will not be surprised. This guy is an absolute menace when it comes to old maps, gimmicky maps, those lower star rated, which relies a lot of reading, finger control, technical skills. This man is going to be a menace on a round of 32 map pool. I really do believe.
Definitely not a fun player to be sniping. Absolutely.
No.
Okay.
We do see him struggle a bit on the higher BPM, with Nomad 2 and the double time 2, both coming at 35 and 36. So clearly also a player with some weaknesses, but an insanely interesting players to follow, and a new addition to this year.
Yeah, good luck going forward. And on number 17 we have Tis. Ranking on number 17, I believe, returning player from last year, where I believe his name was Pixelina. Yes, is him, right? Yeah. Where he had an absolutely mad seeding of 7th. But this year you see him falling 10 seedings. Could be the hard qualifier, which had a way higher skill ceiling this time around compared to last year, which I think has definitely hit this player, as he's way more consistently on the lower star rating. But definitely like a player to be watching out for. I know he's a bit active, at least on tournaments. Really kind of disappointing by his Nomad 2 performance. I know he's a really strong stream player.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, this guy was probably one of the breakout players last year, or the year before that. You know, 7th overall seed last year, ranked 51 DK right now. One of the few batch players in Denmark as well. Winner of the Nordic Suji Cup 2022. Really a lot of streamy, you know, top plays, which also shows up, you know, in his number 2 performance. I just believe that, as well as a lot of the other players, this is a guy who's not been that active lately. Looking at his, you know, play history for this year, but we do hope he can find his form again, you know, like this year, going forward.
Could be a bit of an underperformance, so definitely a player to be watching out for if you're going to be playing him. Don't believe the stats.
Yeah. So, and of course, when you get to this middle part, you know, these, you know, like seed 17 will be playing against seed 16. So a lot of these players will be very evenly matched up. So it'll be interesting to see who Tees will be playing against.
Absolutely. So going into the top 16 now, getting closer. We have Cabin, a really, really strong aim player, of what I remember. You can already see that with a seeding of 11. Also really strong alternating player. You often see him on the no mud like alt aim maps, performing really strong. Seed number 9 on both Nomad Free and Hidden One. Definitely being his strong suits.
Yeah, so Cabin, you know, formerly Cabby Xand, which most people probably know him about. I know him under, primarily a DT aim player, but clearly a player who can who shows up on almost any skill set. It looks like, you know, getting 9th on Nomad Free and 9th on Hidden One. Maybe underperforming a bit on Double Time and Hard Rock, but most certainly a force to be reckoned with.
Do you know if he's been playing prior RDOC tournaments? Or
he didn't play last year, but I'm not sure if he played previous years. But most certainly a player who's been showing up in the community and been showing up on a lot of maps for quite a while. So maybe if he's played previous years, but not last year.
All right. Well, welcome back then, if so, and congratulations on being in the top 16.
Yeah, and of course, Kevin will be facing up against Thijs, and here at 15 we've got Malik. This is a surprise. This is a surprise. I feel like this is another upset. I feel like
this is definitely an upset. I know this player is really, really strong, especially on some of the hard rocks and Double Time. I did not expect to see him this far down, if I gotta be honest, as we were talking previous about how he could be in the top at least 10. 5 seats off that, so I feel like this doesn't really show him off as a player. I feel like there's some trolling been happening. Not sure exactly what, or maybe he's just inactive, maybe not motivated. I feel like this seeding doesn't really show off his skill sets.
Yeah, maybe just played on a bad day, but yeah, another player whose seeding does not do him justice, you know, his skill set. But I do believe, you know, as the tournament will go on, Malik will be more and more comfortable, but because he really has that, you know, extremely high skill cap, you know, with multiple 500 PP plays in both Double Time, No Mod, Hidden Hard Rock. And you know, an entire, you know, like top playlist filled with, you know, 400 PP plays. So any skill ceiling, I feel like, will benefit Malik. But
also, like
yeah,
previous years of RDOC, he's been reaching like at least top 8, I believe. Also been on, if I remember correctly, on the OWC team for Denmark. So definitely not a player to underestimate.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so it's going to be a poor player facing him this early in round of 32.
7.
Yeah.
And then at number 14, we have my boy, Red Sea. And absolutely menace on the tapping, on the hard rock. You do see him, the high AR double time. Uh, really, really happy to see him this year in the RDOC. As I said earlier, I do believe it's his first RDOC ever. Really, really strong tournament player. Great consistency, high skill ceiling. I do think this seeding does him a bit unfair. As you can see, I'm not too sure what happened on the double time free.
Well, did you say he pressed
he,
one note and then didn't play?
I did get some inside information that he got 46 score. I guess he just had enough. But very notably, you're gonna see him as the first seeding on the Hard Rock 2 and number
Yeah.
4 on Hard Rock 1. Like, look at some of these rank or placements, like absolutely insane. So definitely a player to be watching out for. I do think Nomad 2, number 15, do him injustice. He's a really, really strong stream player. But yeah, if you want to pick something against this guy, pick alternating. Or yeah, as you can see, number 32 on alternating. Probably go in on hidden as well. I wouldn't recommend free mod. He's really strong on that hard rug. It doesn't matter what it is. But yeah,
Yeah.
DT free troll. Don't believe that.
Yeah, but really interesting to see our first player with the top score on Hard Rock 2. So it'll be interesting to see who gets the number 1 spot on the other categories. But yeah, Red Seed probably putting up the best Hard Rock performance of any player in all of qualifiers with a first and fourth.
Absolutely.
Yeah, truly a beast in that. And we're looking forward to his first RDOC appearance. Oh yeah, and there we have him. The
Mkus, my beloved.
our token Faroe Island players showing up every single year and performing out of his mind every single year. He do not rust, and he's been rank 1 Faroe Islands for an eternity.
Faroe Island Pablo.
Yeah, really, an amazing. He's a joy to watch every year, and every year he goes far. He played RDOC so many times and always put up great efforts. He's primarily a nomad player, putting down 500 plus PP plays on stream maps with nomad here since the last tournament, and this also shows in his nomad 2 performance where he got the 7th highest score ever. Like the 7th highest score this year, and he also improves his seeding 1 placement from last year where he got 14th. So Mkus still got it. He's still in great shape.
But gotta look at those DT placements though. Definitely something that he's been struggling with. Even though, like, looking at last year, he performed much better on the double times. So maybe something went wrong there. Maybe it just got too hard.
Yeah.
But anything else, he got it, dude. He got it down.
Yeah, and also his Hidden 2 performance. Last year he got 4th overall on Hidden 2. This year he gets 8th, and 8th on Nomad 3 as well. It's just incredible how this guy is both, like, really strong, mechanically, ranking wise, keeping the rank 1 Faroe Islands for, years and years, and then also really can perform on, low AR hidden and alternating in these tournament settings. So always a fan favorite as well.
Yeah, I'm happy to see him again.
Yeah.
And on seed number 12 we have Mendes, Huden, D-Ranger. Disgusting D-Ranger. I spit on you. No, I'm just kidding. But an absolutely disgusting good player. Really, like, he's what I compare to the mini version of Polle in the Danish scene at the very least. Very familiar on the skill sets, just a little bit less good. I'm not too sure what to say. Incredible, well on the tapping, aim, high AR, as you can see. Plays a lot of tournaments, really consistent. But yeah.
Yeah, Mendes, seed 10th last year. always, you know, shows up in these tournament settings. You know, he's a massive tournament player and also one of the few batch players in Denmark. But yeah, of course, you know, D-rank with no fail and spun out on most of his top plays. But even so, you know, multiple 500 PP plays on stream maps and top 50 Denmark.
I remember I had to play a tournament with him, but he was like a little bit. He needed a bit ranks. I think he needed like 400 ranks, and he was like, "Okay, guys, watch me." 5 minutes after, he got like 450 PP play, and he got the rank.
Yeah. So
disgusting.
And another one of those players where the rank is very deceiving. Putting him up great scores on every single, you know, skill set here, getting 9th Hard Rock 1, 6th DT2, 10th Nomad 2. You know, like there's pretty much no skill set he cannot do. He's struggling a bit on the lower HR pick this time with a 22nd high score, but still, you know,
strong overall player.
This guy's bulletproof when it comes to tournaments.
Yeah, nerves of steel.
Yeah,
not to be messed with.
And at the 11th seed, we have Bert Silber, if that's how you pronounce it. Also coming in with the Bert Silber, yeah, with the third highest number 2, so a massive performance on the stream map here, and actually a massive you know, improvement from last year. Also one of our returning players from last year, where he got 16th in the seeding. A great Nomad player, and last year he got ranked 5th and 6th overall on Nomad 1 and 2, and you know, this year you see him really show up to Nomad 2 once again, getting the third highest score.
You gotta mention that this guy's been on the grind. He has currently reached number 5 spot or rank in Denmark, so definitely a player to be reckoned with. Now he just needs to prove whether he got that, like that, those skills can be converted to tournament play.
Yeah,
so
most certainly one of
see that.
Yeah, most certainly one of our highest skill cap players here, who will also benefit as the tournament goes on. But it will be interesting to see if he can make it out of, you know, like these round of 32, round of 16 pools, while he'll still be facing, you know, relatively good players.
Exactly.
But of course, you know, like when you can put down 725 PP on My Heart Will Go On, you can almost play any Nomad 2 that RDOC will throw at you.
Absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, very excited to see what this guy can perform or can deliver. Really love to see these newer top Danish players come out here and play these tournaments and you know, try and prove themselves in the tournament aspect.
All right, and entering the top 10, we have Rizman, or you know, Spaceman, Space Potato, however you know him. Also putting up, you know, like yeah, also putting up, you know, great performances here, getting 2 top 3 placements, both the number 3rd highest score on Hard Rock 1 and the 2nd highest score on Double Time 2 and Double Time 1. And Double Time 1, let me remind you, was AR 10.3. You know, 262 BPM or something. So, you know, like extremely, you know, high mechanical skill cap for that pick. And for, you know, Spaceman to get the 2nd highest of any player. You know, we still got, you know, players like Pablo, Will coming up, and Spaceman, you know, beating out almost any of them is really, you know, a testament to how great a player he is.
A really old player as well, like at least in the Danish community. I swear I've seen him around, like being a really strong player from even when I joined back in like 2017. So
yeah, I believe I've played him, you know, like twice. I played him twice in RDOC, so on 2 different, you know, years. Once, you know, back in 2017 and once last year. So my nemesis, it's great to see him, you know, improving and getting good placements.
Absolutely, yeah. Love to see him still around here. And congratulations on the top 10.
yeah, it's always great to see these veterans coming back year after year and still keeping their level high.
And on seed number 9, we have Dark Killer 1324, also known as Nico. What the hell, if I may? This guy, I am so proud of this guy. This guy used to just be a DT aim one trick, sure, like he would like FC like 8 stars DT, but like whenever he would play like anything else, like Nomads, Hidden, Hard Rock still a bit good, he would just collapse. But looking at this just shows the improvement he's been showing on Nomad and like just broadening his skill sets to like all of these other areas. So yeah, like I, what the hell?
Yeah.
I'm speechless. I did not expect him to be seed number 9. What the hell? That's incredible. That's
Yeah,
incredible.
for sure. One of our good friends as well. So it's great to see him perform well. And looking at these scores, there's really no area where he's not performing. You know, top 5 on Nomad 1, top 8 on Nomad 4, 8th on Hidden 1, 4th on Hard Rock 2, 8th on Double Time 3. He didn't play last year, but you know, now he's back and clearly with a vengeance.
Yeah, he got something to prove, and I love to see it. Absolutely something to be watching out for. I'm looking forward to see him play now.
Yeah,
High hopes.
and yeah, for sure. And at rank 42, Denmark, clearly a 9th seeding is punching above your weight.
Absolutely. Congratulations on the seed 9. And on seed 8, we have Dever. Can I just, again, spit on them goddamn D-rankers? This guy is ranked 23k. I can't... Disgusting. I do not know the player very well myself, but I've heard stuff, and it's disgusting. This guy is a disgusting 5-digit tourney player. And and I can't, but I have a crutch on D-rankers, but yeah, this guy absolutely menace. Just thinking about his rank and this performance, getting top 8 in the seeding.
Yeah, of course. And looking at his performances, yeah, the number 1 score on Hidden 1 and the 3rd highest on Hidden 2. That's absolutely insane. We said, you know, when Stealth came up and he had 1st and 4th, and we probably said he was the best hidden performer. Sadly, he was not. It seems to be Deverooks taking that with 4 points in total only on hidden put together. So, you know, probably the best hidden performing player in this entire on this entire pool, on this entire qualifier. Lacking a bit in Hard Rock, you know, getting 16th and 24th.
There's definitely some weaknesses, but
yeah,
you got it covered.
But yeah, Deverooks, don't be fooled by this guy's rank, you know, 125 in Denmark. He is clearly, you know, like one of the best tournament players in all of Denmark, and he's led, you know, like multiple iterations of, you know, rank gated teams for Denmark. In general, just a massive tournament players, and he's seeded, you know, extremely high in previous iterations of Royal Danish Ocean Cup. I believe it was 2 years ago where he also got, you know, one of his first, you know, massively high placements where we were just dumbfounded by how good he was. And you know, like with you know, like hidden double time chokes on maps like, you know, like slow motion as your top play, you know, like he's no slouch on very hard mechanical picks as well. So
can I just real fast, because I'm seeing you in chat, Catburger. I'm seeing you in chat. This guy doesn't count for 5 digits. Ain't no way. Nope. Nah. Doesn't count. Alright, go on.
Right, but yeah, very, very much looking forward to seeing how many, you know, high-ranked players Deverooks can take down this tournament. Clearly a guy to watch out for.
But yeah, like also like a newer player. So, you know, absolutely love to see these players perform really well in tournaments. I love to see it. I'm a sucker for tournament skills, so yeah, love to see it. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
And at seed number 7, we have Sitasnaf. My lord. Isn't this like, what an improvement from last year where I believe he was seeded 11th and getting into top 8 at seed number 7 this year. Great improvement from him with an even harder map pool.
Yeah, actually, like this is a massive upset. I feel like Sitasnap, like taking the 7th seed. He's ranked 63 in Denmark. Primarily like a nomad player, and he got 11th seed last year. So you would think, okay, maybe some of his weaknesses would come to show on a harder pool this time, but clearly not. Like getting 5 and 6 on the hidden pool, 7 and 8 on hard rock, and 4, 12, and 17 on double time. Like it looks like like this guy has no weaknesses. He just shows up on everything.
I don't know what happened. I don't remember him being this well-rounded, but I love to see it. Absolutely incredible performance from him, at least this qualifier. And I'm really excited to see what he's gonna pull off in the matches.
Yeah, this is great. I'm all for it. Sitasnap's not showing up, for real this year.
Absolutely, yeah.
He could go really far.
Also, like he's definitely been playing tournaments before. I'm not sure about how much he plays tournament these days, but absolutely a guy who's used to the tournament formats.
Yeah. Also like a mainstay on a lot of like rank gated Danish teams as well.
Yep.
But yeah, seed 7,
Congratulations.
massive for Sitasnap. Oh,
what?
And okay, massive upset here. Rank 6. Pablo
RDOC incident 2023. Hold up. What is this?
Hold up. This is gonna mess so much with brackets. Who's the poor soul who's gonna get Pablo, in quarters?
What the hell? Wait. Did this guy throw just for the fun of it?
I don't know.
But yeah,
we do see him top scoring, on double time 2 and getting, like the second highest on Nomad 1. So, like those are maps you would like expect Pablo to show up on, but like getting 25th on hidden 2, 10th on hidden 1, and like
Pablo,
this is
a player who doesn't need any introduction. Been like seeded or ranked number 1 in Denmark for I don't know how long now, and continuously winner of the RDOC tournament.
Yeah. For those of in chat that don't know why we're so surprised over this, rank 6 seeding of Pablo. 6 is still high, but Pablo, for those who don't know, is the back-to-back winner and defending champion of RDOC. He won it in 2021 and in 2022, and has been like the rank 1 reigning player in Denmark for so long now. The only players surpassing him or coming close to him have been restricted. So,
rest in peace, Uno and toilet player.
Yeah. So, really, this rank 6 don't do this player justice. Pablo is still.
Every other year, he's consistently been in like top, like either the first or like top 2, like last year. Like this is an unprecedented performance from him. Which makes me curious.
Yeah, and Tixi was basically the only player who can give Pablo a run for his money last year. And with Tixi not playing this year, Pablo is by far the favorite to take it all this year. So him getting rank 6 is gonna, make some very interesting brackets going forward.
Yeah, this guy, whoever's gonna play him, this guy is a man of all trades. He plays anything, and he's hard, solid on all the skill sets. I don't really know any weaknesses, maybe hidden 2, but even like that placement on the hidden 2 he got during the qualifiers, I don't think it does him justice. I just don't see him being that weak on AR8 hidden.
But if you're gonna beat Pablo, it has to be on round of 32 map pool, because when we get into the higher skill sets and the higher skill cap, Pablo is just gonna have a field day with it. So interesting to see where Pablo goes from here with this seeding.
Yeah, let's get into the top 5. Yep,
Hey,
called it. Seed number 5, we have Lovejohn as such. Like, I even got a spit on him. He's such a nasty D ranker. He is currently a 5-digit, and like he is one of the most consistent high skill ceiling players that I know of. He is so well all around well. It doesn't matter whether it's being hidden, no muds, tapping, alternating, high AR, as you can see. Like 3 different number 1 seedings on 3 different skill or maps is just incredible.
yeah, this is insane. And like, yeah, getting rank 1 on both a nomad map, a hidden map, and a double time map, that's insane. And of course, like, Lufjan getting the rank 1 on hidden 2 is of course very saying of how, like, his skill sets suits him. He's just a beast on everything, alternating, everything low AR, everything, gimmicky double time. Like, Lufjan's top play is a Stratos Kirby map with double time. Anybody who knows, like, Kirby
You
maps,
know.
Kirby maps knows that how much of a flex that is. And yeah, like, returning to RDOC, clearly Lufjan
Right.
has something to prove once again. And yeah,
Always a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
Plays so many tournaments, always so consistent. A high performer. This guy doesn't have a bad day. You're just having a good day.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, love to see him on the C5. And welcome back to RDOC. Love to see you.
And on the fourth seed, I'm Will. This is actually also like a massive, I feel like, upset. Will, of course, taking the third placement last year, and again with Tixie not playing, he's actually like the second highest player, or the player with the second highest placement from last year. And of course, Will, like, multiple winner of previous RDOC iterations.
And for a very long time, one of the best Danish player. When you go way back to what I believe, like 2016.
Yeah, of course, like one of the previous rank 1 players in Denmark for a really long time. And as I said,
One of the
RDOC
few who's
2020.
reached being a 2-digit as well.
Yeah, winner of RDOC 2020, last year's seed 1 in qualifiers, and third placement overall. We see him getting third overall on Nomad 1 and Hidden 1, so very aim heavy picks here. But if you look at the entire line of Will scores here, there's really no flaws in his skill set. Will is one of those players who's always just been able to play anything.
Absolutely, and maybe he might not ag it, but he sure as hell will combo it.
Yeah, for sure. We see him do fall a little bit behind on double time 2, but I've also seen this person Will like stream 250 BPM, no warm up. So who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, definitely a contender for winning this whole tournament.
Yeah, one of the biggest favorites to win it all.
All right, let's get into top 3. Yep, and number 3 we have the Beast Jonah, a guy who just doesn't stop improving. I swear to God, this guy incredible well on the alternating aim, and apparently everything else.
tournament, so also like is used to going all the way in tournaments, performing week after week. He's boasting 700 PP plays, and he's like improved his seeding from 6th to 2nd this year. I'm really seeing like Sobu going all the way to finals this year.
Yeah, I also believe he's like one of the younger Danish players, and great to see Denmark finally getting some of those MREC kids being good at the video game. Just finally switching us, the boomers out. It's about time.
Yeah. So
yeah, congratulations on C2, Super the One. Excited to see what you're gonna bring. And like, let's just get it over with. Yep, there he is. Who's surprised? Absolutely nobody. This is your number 1 D ranker in Denmark, known as Polle, aim player, D ranker, not more aim, more D ranker. Not sure what there really is to say about him. You know him. He's been in the grand finals of RDOC before. He plays 100 tournaments a week. This guy does not shake. This guy does not have nerves. He's an Asian. He got the genetics. He'll D-rank just to play in a tournament and then go back up in ranking after the deadline. I'm out.
But yeah, I mean, Polle putting on an absolute clinic of a show on the Nomad pool. Rank 1 on Nomad 1, rank 2 on Nomad 2, rank 2 on Nomad 3, rank 1 on Nomad 4. I mean, if that's not, like consistency and just peak skill level in Denmark, I don't know what is. Again, as I said before, he really only falls through on Hidden 2, where he gets the 9th highest. So if you're
just to all the people in the chat asking where is Toilet Player, well, unfortunately, I have to announce that his skill could not lift the weight of his ego, so he had to use cheats. Anyway, yeah, Polle.
allegedly.
allegedly. But yeah, Polle, no one is surprised. Such a great tournament player. So like right now on the grind, playing so many tournaments, I don't even know. Can play literally everything, but Hidden 2. If you want to try and win against this guy, pick that Hidden 2. That Hidden 2 placement you see right there, he was lucky. He outperformed himself. That placement is misleading. It should have been 30.
But yeah, I mean, if you know anything about the Danish tournament scene, you are familiar with Polle. Multiple badges, Palmate Maple Showdown winner, Conyo Cup Division 3 winner, Resurrection Cup winner. The list goes on. I mean, like, anytime you speak to this guy, he's playing 7 different tournaments and dreaming 8 different others.
And you were even saying like Super the One and Pablo having some of the highest skill ceiling. Like, I swear, Polle does not play anything below 8 stars. This guy comes to my place, plays on my setup, and he instantly just taps 240 BBM death streams. I don't get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, congratulations to everyone qualifying, and thank you all for playing the qualifiers. Great to see you all here. And the show is not done yet. We are going to be showing the map pool for round of 32, and me and my angel of Mugus is going to be staying here with you. We are just like you. We have not seen the map pool yet, and we don't really have any insights to say, but we will be making some comments, I suppose, about the new map pool.
We're here all night. We're
here all night, boys. We're here all night. Amazing. Me, probably the most loud and annoying map pool feedbacker for any map pooler, and now I'm able to do it here live on the stream. Feels absolutely great. I'm gonna be calling Tixie. Be quiet. Go map pool. So yeah, I'm not sure how's that situation is looking like. Maybe we can get some information from our streamer or hosts. All right, so maybe a little not technical break, I guess. Well, it seems like Paul is downloading all the maps right now. Stream issue. Bodhi, my angel Mugus, tell a joke.
Well, other than that, I would actually, like, of course, we don't have the brackets right now. But if we just look at, a regular standard round of 32 brackets here in Google, I'm just curious to see, like.
Yeah, it would be really nice to see some of the matchups.
All right, so of course we agree that Pablo got sixth.
Yeah.
6, and Will got 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Come on, use that big brain of yours.
Yeah, but I'm looking at it right now. So, but this means that Pablo is in the same side of the bracket as the rank 2 and rank 3 seed. So that was Sobu and who got 3rd?
That was the Beast Jonah.
Beast Jonah. So Beast Jonah and Sobu will be running into Pablo relatively soon.
Actually, I'm really excited to see that. To see what these players can, like these newer players. Well, I wouldn't say the Beast Jonah is really new, but he's just a guy who doesn't stop improving. Always gets higher and higher on the seeding, which is lovely to see. So I'm really excited to see like what they can finally do against like the number 1 boss in that mark.
Yeah, but also like Beast Jonah will already be facing off against Pablo, assuming they both win their matches in quarterfinals. So they'll be playing against each other on a quarterfinals map pool. That's gonna be insane to watch if we can get some upsets there. But it also means basically that that Pablo and Paula is in different brackets entirely, and if they both win all their matches, they'll first be facing off against each other in winners grand finals.
Wait, who?
Pablo and Paula. Pablo and Paula is in different sides of brackets, and they can't be facing off against each other before winners grand finals if both of them win all their matches.
And honestly, I think that is very unfortunate for Paula, because as we saw last year, like Paula just gets capped, unlike Pablo at the end of in the last stages of the tournament.
Yeah.
But yeah, like maybe Pablo is tired with that seeding of his. Maybe he don't want it no more.
All right. And we do have the map up on stream now. I don't really know if we can see. All right, here we go.
All right, so as said, no inside. Here we have no mod 1. In my own personal opinion, what you should be expecting is consistent jumps. It should really only be challenging the aim aspect of the skill, and just continuously giving you aim or strain your aim at the very least.
Yeah, we do see here Unime Noir, mapped by Itai, played by Skilla, I actually believe. I believe we have Skilla doing the replay here for us, coming right off Sweden's OWC team, where he put on a great performance there.
Dude,
and straight into doing mappool showcases for us here at RDOC.
But oh my god, can I just... This map is literally 5 minutes long. For no mod 1, that is still really long. This is some tiebreaker length in the map. So yeah, consistency is really gonna come out on top in this map.
Yeah, sure.
Only 180 80 BPM, which should be comfortable for most players to at least single tap or alternate, whatever you prefer. So not a lot of strain on the tapping.
No. Yeah, very much it should be a comfortable pick for at least our decently higher ranked players. Star rating 6.16, AR 9.2, all things that you should be able to play on this Nomad 1. I do believe we've seen a bit of, like wider jumps and also a bit of linear jumps. So it's not just, like these sharp angle jumps, which I do like to see.
And some bigger jumps there. Definitely a risk for a breaking combo.
Yeah, but of course Skiller here is still keeping the SS.
The SS, throw be different. Yeah, Skiller has been absolutely, of what I've heard, a big contributor in helping playtesting. So big shout out to him. Really appreciate the work he's putting in for both replays and testing the map pool.
Yeah. Showing up with a bit of Nordic solidarity for our tournament.
Even a Swede can be good once in a while.
But yeah, clearly, like players who performed well on this qualifiers, like Nomad 1, will surely also be performing well on this. Very similar. This
I don't know though. This is not familiar. This is not the kind of Nomad 1 you had in the qualifier though. This is like a much more generic Nomad 1 type map, where you just see consistent jumping throughout the map. Where the other map went a little bit more into tapping with a lot of triples and shorter jumps and bursts. Where this map and higher BPM as well. I believe the qualifier Nomad 1 was 203 or something BPM.
Oh, I see.
Which can be straining for some players if you're just like only consistent on the aim.
Yes.
But this one focused a lot more on just the consistency aim, which I approve. Good job, Brisower and Semi and Tixi.
Yeah. This actually seems somewhat comfortable to play.
Yeah, also look at just the star rating, only 6.16. So a drastic decrease in star rating from the qualifier.
Yeah. Once again, I do believe that it's a consistency that's gonna trip up a lot of players.
Absolutely.
Holding over 1,000 combos, combo 4 minutes in, seeing your opponent holding the same and then getting the shakes and having to, like hit
yes.
half screen jumps at 180 BPM. So where it's not, like that high BPM, the jumps being more spaced compared to if the BPM were higher. I think we're gonna see a lot of, like quote unquote shit misses in the second half of this map, just due to nerfs and people not having the consistency to, like.
And the ending here, just continuously bringing out bigger jumps, is gonna be really nerve-wracking for some players. But yeah, oh my god. Alright, so straight into Nomad 2, we have Twilight of the Thunder God. Is this the one from OWC? Oh my god, it is. Okay, so this is one hell of a Nomad 2. Really stamina heavy, gets a lot of flow, accelerating streams. Yeah, just absolutely of a banger as well. This is, I would almost say this is, in my own personal opinion, I think this is a harder Nomad 2 than in the qualifier. Where in these, you'll just continuously see these streams really straining on your stamina if you don't possess that 190 BPM stamina. And it doesn't stop. It's just streams after streams. And it'll keep accelerating, deaccelerating. There's like one part in the middle where I think it's a little bit of an aim section with some sliders, where after that section it'll just go into crazy space streams.
Yeah, for sure. This seems evil.
This is an evil map, but considering that a lot of players in Denmark are good at Nomad 2, I guess a lot of people is gonna have a really fun time playing this map. If you like your Nomad or stream maps, this is an absolutely pleasure to play. I kind of feel sad for the lower seeded players. They're gonna have, if they end up playing this map, they have to endure a good round of CBT.
Yeah, I've especially, you know, like we talked a lot about some of the lower ranked players who were actually, you know, like really prolific on, you know, like speed, you know, speed only, and not that much, you know, like flow aim. I do believe, you know, they're gonna struggle here, where on, you know, like a more, you know, like stamina intensive and not so much flow aim
Yeah,
intensive.
now we'll just go into a very space stream. Or is it after? Ah. Is this, I honestly, is this the same? Is,
I don't know what map you're thinking about.
So this map is mapped by Messerin? No, it's not mapped by Messerin. I'm thinking about the one that was in OWC. It just reminds me so much of it, but I think this is
This
an
year?
easier difficulty. No, it's like maybe 3 years ago.
Ah,
Oh, okay, so this is a lower diff. I was thinking about a wrong map. So this one is a bit easier, but it's very familiar, just less spaced. Either way, it's definitely going to be challenging you on the stamina aspect. Just less space, and it follows the same accelerating, deaccelerating. So flow will become handy.
yeah.
But an absolutely banger. And can I just say that egg was almost.
Oh, and we actually have Nuclear. Nuclear did that replay.
Absolutely madman. Only 4x100, Jesus. Disgusting.
Yeah,
And then going into
996k.
yep. Going into No More 4. Yeah. Sec feels left out. Mad by cubes. So this
Yeah.
is your tech map. It is expected for more like technical skills to pop off here. Perhaps some slider aim, some weird bursts.
Yeah, another replay by Norclid as well, and this time a relatively short map, 1 minute and 44.
Which is common to see on the tech maps.
Yeah. Alright, so a lot of, like slider tech. It doesn't look like, like these, like fast long sliders have ticks in them, so
you can cheese them.
Not that much, like slider break territory, but still, like very tough if you haven't practiced this.
Also only 170 BPM, so most people should be able to feel comfortable somewhat tapping this.
Yeah.
Oh, slider tick on that stream though, gotta watch out for that one.
Gonna make a pit stop halfway through.
And a slow slider, alright. This second or last section of the map, really pulling up some tricky parts. Yeah. You really see these this round of 32 pulling down the star rating quite a bit. So the higher seeds have to be on their watch, because some of this could be playable by the lower ranked players. Oh.
Oh.
And going straight into I believe No Mod 5.
Yeah.
Or yeah, a speed map.
Goated.
Goated. Imperial Circuits Dead Deadens. Don't make me pronounce the name of the song. A kite map.
Yeah.
If yeah, an absolutely brutal. Well, this is the 6.1 difficulty. If you know this map set, you know there are some absolutely brutal higher difficulties in this map set.
Yeah, I do believe most people know this map just from, like the top.
Yeah. But yeah, still
these sections.
Some brutal 250 BPM streams. Gonna be probably seeing, now we talked about Rise of Kingdom earlier. Absolutely speed player. He's gonna be popping off of this, I believe.
Yeah. Where Rise of Kingdom and Mokyu eating good.
Eating good.
Any 250 enjoyers.
Yeah. But yeah, really, if you don't feel comfortable tapping this BPM, going from those bursts into some of those reverse sliders, so easy to slider break on.
Yeah. We also see here Norclid, even Norclid only keeping 95% hack.
Well, to be honest, that is just your typical Norclid accuracy.
I see. So no reason to be concerned there.
No reason concerned. If he doesn't FC though, that's very unlike him. But yeah, a little bit of slower section here before going into more brutal bursts.
Another long map, but like you could pick this. Honestly, you could pick this map just for like the song, to get some.
It's a banger.
Japanese metal.
Imperial Circus, always bangers. Also something I gotta give credits up to the map poolers, picking good songs. I appreciate that so much.
Yeah.
Like even going through CBT like this, I'll appreciate it.
Yeah.
It'll be a good section of CBT. But yeah, gotta watch out for some of these patterns here, because it's a 125 BPM if you want a single tap. I know personally, like that BPM can be like kind of dangerous to alternate because it's that slow that I almost prefer single tapping it. But single
Yeah.
tapping it can be so draining because they just keep coming.
Yeah, for a lot of like players who aren't comfortable on these like picks or the speed who aren't like a top player or like Rise of Kingdoms or Makio who has that kind of speed. You're really faced like with a choice where you're like stuck between a rock and a hard place. Like, do I single tap 250 on like all of these like patterns, or do I try to alternate 225?
No.
That's it's cock or ball. That's there's no in between.
And then I believe this is the last hard part of the map. We'll go into some bursts. But yeah, Jesus, some long maps. But yeah, pretty much like, I guess the burst does get a bit more, what would you call it? Curvy? But nothing to worry about. If,
Less stacked. I would
less
say.
stacked, yeah.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah, pretty consistent throughout the map.
it's gonna be harder to be a double tap enjoyer in, in this later stages of the map. But,
Yeah, thank you, Norkill, for that replay.
so I do believe that rounds out all the Nomad picks, and we'll be
Yeah.
getting straight into Hidden.
And yeah, now, this is another banger. Yeah, 210 BPM aim map, which is what you kind of, well, the BPM maybe not, but like you do certainly expect some aim in the Hidden one, some anti-aim usually, to make the reading a bit more difficult with the Hidden.
Yeah.
I do believe I've played this map before, but remembering the highest difficulty, it is some anti-aim, as you can see right there with some of the bit, what you call it. But yeah, it's only 5.8 star rating, so the difficulty itself necessarily not too hard, but being AR 9.2 can make people uncomfortable with Hidden. Challenge here.
Yeah, but still of course on 210 AR 9.2 it might be a bit dense for some people, but still most people should be. I feel like mechanically speaking, this is of course like relatively easy compared to some of the maps we've seen, like Nomad 5, Nomad 2. But yeah, of course like Mapper Captain 1, one of like the most well-known and goated mappers who does work for both OWC and a lot of
well, you gotta pay attention to the difficulty name.
Yeah, I know that, but even though there's like what do you call it? Like guest mappers. Even though this is their difficulty, it's still like the overall mapper who puts the final touches and submits and makes changes.
And of course, again, another nearly 4-minute long map.
Yeah, another consistency challenge for all those shaky players.
But yeah, I do believe the map is pretty consistently throughout. The ending could be a bit, little bit of a spike.
But seems very, very, like, seemed very fair up until now.
Yeah.
Very classic, like HD1 pick. And I think like classic, like HD1 enjoyers will perform pretty well in this.
Yeah, if you're comfortable on that little bit lower AR reading with hidden, you should be eating good on this map.
Yeah. And even your like 9.2, AR 9.2, you should be able to OD 8.4 as well, so the accuracy a bit lenient, even if you do, like misread a bit of, like those.
Yeah, there's some little spike jumps there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great map. Thank you, Skiller, once again. And another Skiller on the hidden too.
Alright, so the hidden 2, of course, trademark AR8, reading, focused map, 173 BPM. Mass of the Fermenting Dregs, New Order. I'm not familiar with this set. Map set by Alien, difficulty by, or this set by Erishitsu. Erishitsu. But not a map I'm familiar with. But of course, if you're familiar with HD2 in tournament settings, you know what you're getting yourself into.
Reading.
Yeah. AR8 reading, lower BPM, lower OD.
But with a star rating of only 5.12, some evil burst there. Being a bit curvy can be difficult to read with this low AR and hidden.
I mean, for sure, you gotta stay, like really on point where your cursor are compared to the, like the circles. A lot of times where you got, like these decelerating, like small streams on AR8 hidden picks, players will, rush to the more dense part of the stream and, like miss and note lock. So I do believe, like this is one of the picks where lower rated or lower ranked players can most certainly trip up those higher rated players.
Absolutely.
It's all in the practice.
And again, another 3.5 minute long song.
Yeah. Honestly, as a token HD2 enjoyer, I love to see, like these longer HD2. HD2 also often suffer from being like just like 2 minutes or 1.5 minute long.
Well, all me and my hidden 2 haters and don't appreciate this.
Yeah. Oh, but this section of the map, like this go crazy.
Yeah, there's gonna be some huge chances on like over aiming or on those bursts.
Like 100%, like any player who can't or even struggle a little bit on AR8 is gonna rush those streams 100%. They're not gonna have the patience. They're not gonna have the reading. Like stay away from those denser parts. I can already see it for me.
If you play against Polle, and you can get more than 100k on this map, pick this.
This section as well. This map is, like really. I'm enjoying this a lot.
I'm happy for you.
I wish I could have qualified and played this against Pablo.
Well, looking at his hidden 2 performance in the qualifier, hey, you got a shot. Oh, dude, these are evil.
Yeah.
Great play by Skiller, once again. And even Skiller, only getting 98.89 ag, just says it all.
Yeah.
All right, going into hidden 3. Nico Mata Master, usually absolutely bangers, this one being Echoes, mapped by Biome-san. Short map, finally. Nearly 2 minutes long, 150 and a half BPM. Okay, never seen that one before. I hope that half BPM is not gonna mess you up.
And you know, like I think you're more, you know, like familiar with tournament maps than I am. What category do you feel like this, you know, like hidden free slot?
This usually fills out a little bit more, I believe, like a flow, hidden flow, as you can see with the burst, or not burst, but like, you know, more like alternating, but not that spaced, at least in this stage. But yeah, you want some more flow with the reading.
Yeah, I see.
So this is a very, you know, more common map, a great fit. Also, you know, some finger control you see there, some changes in the BPM.
Yeah, for a difficulty name like EX, I feel like you would throw in some finger control, some wacky sliders, like no matter what.
You know, usually this can be like familiar with some, like you can often put a tech map in on the hidden free.
Yeah.
And which you can see this fits really well with some scary patterns.
Yeah. I could really see, you know, like some of, like we saw a lot of players performing very well on Nomad Free, especially, you know, like in the lower stages of.
You did in fact not qualify. Seed 4 from you was unacceptable, so we decided to disqualify you. But yeah, again, thank you, Skiller. Only 2x100, man. How does he do it?
Yeah, but to be fair, that was OD8.
And now going into our first hard rock. Oh my lord, what is this? A video? Alright, video enjoyers, here you go. I know Lovejohn's gonna love this.
Cinema mod enjoyers.
Oh my god.
For slow internet download size enjoyers. I am sorry, my condolences.
But yeah, oh lord, another long map with hard rock. Commonly seen though, especially on the hard rock one. Challenging that hard rock consistency as well. But yeah, familiar to the qualifier, this is only 170 BPM, so if you performed well in the qualifier, you should be quite comfortable in this. And so far, just looking at this map, you know, it's so familiar, a very generic hard rock 1 map. Okay, and the stream just died, GG. Oh, we're back. But yeah, very familiar, as I said, with the qualifier. Aim, some burst. Circle size seems about the same, the BPM is about the same. So if you perform really well in the qualifier, you're gonna be balling on this. Okay, though, that little section there with a lower BPM can hit you off guard.
Yeah, but of course, you know, like with all these hard rock picks, you know, like low circle size, you're shaking. It's a long map, you know, like over 4 minutes. I do believe like this could be a toss-up between whoever, you know, like holds the least shake on the day.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, like with 170 BPM, the jumps are just gonna be like so spaced on like these lower BPMs, and like on circle size 6, like 5.2, like you can just shake off the circle.
Yeah. Just thinking of one of the lower seeded players right now, you know, Haikuna, he's gonna be balling on this. If you're one of the higher seeded players who's gonna play him, don't mess around with this.
He eating good.
He eating good. I don't know what's going on in that video, man. Like, what? Oh,
any storyboard enjoyers in chat? A bit of spicy streaming section here.
Ah, yes. Can I just make a guess? Is Snorkel the replayer for this?
Yes.
I was just looking at the accuracy.
Token Snorkel accuracy.
Oh, yeah, those streams do get a bit spaced at the end, so you definitely have to be aware of those.
I most certainly feel like you have to have ice in your veins when you are aiming, you know, like these
Dude,
spaced
even
circle size 5.2 streams.
even like some of those going into this like the stream, the triples ending with a stream or not a stream, sorry, the slider, really
Yeah.
spicy because they're like, what do you call it? They're so sharp in the
Yeah.
turn. Oh.
Oi.
Oh
Oi.
no! No
Our
kill.
first non-FC.
But yeah, those streams are evil, so understandable. Oh, what the?
Yeah.
That's an interesting slider.
Any slider art enjoyers?
And going into our RO32. What do we have here? Well, we can't really see any of the stats to the map, so I'm not quite sure what this is.
But I know this is Wings My Way, you know, like the map, so I can tell.
And I expect this to be a lower circle size. And
Yeah.
can I just say this looks cruel?
This looks what?
What BPM cruel? What BPM is this?
Yeah, okay, so this is 118, but I guess it's, you know, like mapped on 1/4, so, you know, like
So single tappable.
236. Yeah, if you can single tap 236, but yeah, if it truly is, you know, like mapped on 1/4 and it's 236, yeah, this is evil, you know, like for all of us, you know, like old map, small circle size enjoyers, forcing us to tap 236. That's
Yeah.
no
If you're
good.
single tapping, this is definitely gonna be straining, and like controlling this lower BPM on the alternating, you know, can be challenging if you
Yeah,
want that accuracy.
Yeah, another one of those instances where a lot of, you know, like the lower speed players will be stuck between, you know, like this place of, to really strain myself and, you know, like potentially shake off the note by tapping and jamming my hand to like 236, or do I go for it and try to alternate 236 on a 2010 circle size 6.5 map? That's, you know, like, that seems like an impossible call to make.
Also having flow aim on this, it's gonna be balling.
Yeah. But a relatively short map, 2 minutes and 11.
Yeah, and going in and fast into RO33, we're tight on schedule.
Yeah.
Oh, Getty versus DJ Dia, dude. Always bangers. It sings difficulty. Now this song slaps.
Yeah, another banger.
So yeah,
200
this
BPM.
hard rock 3 definitely looks like to go a bit more into the technical hard rock.
Yeah, for sure.
Also a bit higher on the BPM. A 200 BPM hard rock.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, like this hard rock pool has been favored a little bit to, you know, like the
Hakuna.
I don't know. I don't think Hakuna can tap 236, but has been favored towards, you know, like speedier players. You know, like, of course the first map was 170, but like 236 and 200 on the hard rock pool, that's most certainly gonna, you know, like speed cap a few of the lower ranked players.
Well, yeah, if you decide to single tap. But if you're really one of those really good on the alternating as well, you know.
Yeah. But okay, tell me how many. Tell me how many low-ranked DK players can alternate, you know, like 5.5 star tournament hard rock maps.
Well, what do you consider low rank? 5 digits? Because then there's Lofton.
Yeah, I guess so.
So yeah, a lot of doubles in this map, and 200 BPM bursts. A lot of sliders as well, but nothing that challenging. Whoa, okay, it's already over. It's what?
1.5 minutes are basically like TV sized map. I'm going into our first double time here. Double time 1.
Well, I'm gonna let you. I have to go take a pee, so you're just alone for a few minutes, BRB.
All right, so Kaleoscope by Soralia Mapper. Very classic, like double time 1 here. 235.5 BPM. AR 10.5, 10.3. So, yeah. Haikuna also questioning AR 10.3 in RO32. So, this is really much gonna be like a reading check. Like, can you read AR 10.3? Yes, alright, you can pick into this. But if you can't, if you've never, practiced AR9 plus double time, then you're gonna have a bad time, even trying to read the notes here, nonetheless tap them. So yeah, most certainly like a reading check for a lot of, the lower seeded players in this pool. Else, relatively low OD7, plus DT, so that's OD9. So some of these shorter, streams we're seeing and bursts at 235, you can probably get away with just mashing through them, even if you don't have the speed.
So how are we looking? Is this map playable?
It's playable if you can read AR 10.3. So I was just talking about how basically, introducing AR 10.3 on DT1 already in round of 32 is really gonna be like a reading check for a lot of the lower ranked players.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Definitely considering how all the other maps have in their selective skill sets has definitely been decreased. And in DT1, where the AR is what usually really makes the difference whether it's playable for some players or not.
Yeah.
Starting out with a 10.3 seems really cruel. So yeah, this is, I would say, definitely favored to the higher end seeded players.
Yeah, and a lot of even also the BPM 235 AR 10.3. Just those two stats alone, regardless of the star rating.
Well, to be fair, you usually want a higher BPM on the DT1. So on the BPM aspect, I say it's pretty well, but the AR just makes a difference, really. But yeah, going into DT2, you wanna.
Yeah. I don't know about some map by Devious Panda. So if you know Devious Panda maps, you know what
you know, you know.
Yeah. So classic DT2 Devious Panda map. AR 9.9 this time. So
yeah. So they've kind of keeping the AR up there, but another really short map, only being 1 minute and 11 seconds. So. If you like short maps and good on DT, you'll be very well.
This is most certainly just the 225, finger control check.
Yeah.
With this being, higher circle size, also kind of low OD and lower AR, much more comfortable AR.
Those doubles are so cruel. Some of those patterns, though, especially at the end, definitely cruel if you're not comfortable with that. Oh, wait, hold up. This has been in RDOC before, hasn't it?
I don't know.
I swear to God, this was in RDOC round of 16. Was it 2 years ago? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a returning map, really testing out your 243 BPM burst stamina.
Oi.
Yeah, I think I played this map against, who was his name? I don't remember. But yeah, this is a absolutely banger. It's such a chill map to play if you're comfortable on the BPM. Just you'll just be seeing triples and some longer bursts.
Yeah, for sure. And like AR 9.7 on 243, this almost feels, you know, like dense, you know, like the notes. It's almost like low AR reading.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, OD7 with double time, so OD9. Meaning, yeah, you probably can get away with.
You can double tap this. I'm just saying.
You can probably get away with, you know, like at least comboing, even if you can't stream 243 perfectly. As long as you can, you know, like read this a bit, you know, like old school, patterning, lower AR, higher BPM, so higher density.
And to be fair, you know, with Wooting being the new big thing, 243 BPM is nothing.
Oh, of course, yes. That's why this map has been brought down to out of 32.
Exactly. Everyone has got Wooting now. A little bit of aim there as well. But honestly, if you're tapping this BPM comfortably, it shouldn't be that much of an issue.
Yeah. So, a good map for all our double tap enjoyers.
Yeah, great map. Oh, so now we're going into... Is this free mod?
Free mod, I guess. Skill are playing it no mod, but of course, you know, like
SMH?
yeah, but of course, you know, like in your games, you know, like when you're playing, you have to pick either, you know, like hit no hard rock, realistically.
I don't know, like, is easy? Can you use easy? Is flashlight available?
I guess.
Oh wait, this is
flashlight
tiebreak.
available.
Oh, there's no free mods.
Okay.
Oh, hold up.
Okay, we're jumping right
What?
into tiebreaker.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Oh, my God. I was thinking why this map. Well, okay.
But yeah, I was thinking this was a bit aggressive for a free mod one, but never know.
Yeah. I guess yeah, we did have free hidden, free double time. Wait, yeah, free double times and then free hard rocks.
Yeah.
So instead of having free, yeah.
Controversial map pool decision. But yeah, going into the tiebreaker here, Demotori, we'll have to see it. 5 minutes of Demotori, who you almost have to like throw your matches if you're ahead, just to.
I was talking with some of the map poolers, and I think the TB was like a last minute change.
All right.
But yeah, Demotori, just bangers, but like usually mapping wise, you usually just see the same. A lot of aim, and then with a couple of stream sections.
Yeah, this is very much. I feel like, of course, we haven't seen that much of the map. We've only seen like a third of the map, but this feels like if you're like a Demotori enjoyer who has like reverb sticks, you know, like in your top place and things like that, like you're gonna have a good time on this. Like 185 BPM, AR 9.4, circuit size 4.5. Basically just consistency.
Yeah.
Very mechanical.
If you played Demotori maps before, you won't be surprised.
Yeah. Big jumps into triples into, you know, like. But I do think like this most certainly like favors, you know, like more like classical mechanical players rather than like reading technical players or even speed players for that matter.
Oh, absolutely. If you're a very comfortable player on the Nomad ones, you're gonna be feeling good on this map.
Yeah, for sure.
With that build-up, I honestly thought there was going to be a stream section, but no. Aim players beating good on this tiebreaker.
Yeah. Like I don't feel we have seen, you know, like that many like long stream sections. Of course, you know, like with any Dematory map, you have, you know, like these 3 to 5, you know, like node.
There's a bit of the tapping though.
Yeah, but again, you know, it's very much like these 3 to 5 nodes long, repeated, you know, like streams.
Oh.
A bit of tapping now. But I don't feel, you know, like players are gonna be stamina capped on this.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely not.
This is very much, you know, like just consistently, you know, like 6-star mechanics.
Yeah, there's only like so much you can do when the star rating is that low when it comes to tiebreakers. Yeah, it can be hard to find like tiebreaker maps that, you know, fits all different kind of skill sets within the same map, and then
yeah, of course,
star rating that fits the pooling.
Yeah, of course, but even OWC went that route with all tapping tiebreaker for grand finals.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, but this map really doesn't let up. Like, I don't feel like we've had like any like extended breaks.
Oh, no.
Like at all. This is just go, go, go.
This is the No Mod 1 but on crack.
Yeah, really.
And a brutal ending.
Brutal ending, yeah. And I'm not seeing like too many like seeing this with like nerves going into the ending.
Absolutely not. But yeah, so I guess that was the whole map pool for round of 32. And if you somehow managed to stick along for this very, very long stream, thank you for watching. And for everyone who qualified, absolute best of luck in your match. I don't think we're going to be showing the bracket, unfortunately, because laser moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you. I think it was literally only Norkil and Skiller doing replays for this pool.
Resort did one as well.
Resort, let's go.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you, Skiller, and Resort. He's map pooling, so. And Norkil, thank you guys so much, and thank you all for watching. That's gonna be it from here. I've been My Angel Amugus, and I've been joined by My Angel Amugus, sussing out.